Hey everybody, welcome on this girl. Come on, views and files. Right, tuning in. If you guys want to see this topic on is natural hair overrated, please stay tuned. All right, so you guys, I'm coming with another video. This video was definitely inspired by Ali's journal here on YouTube. That's one of my YouTube sis. She's on here. She makes wonderful videos, and there's other ladies that have done this tag as well. Not tag, well, it's not a tag, but basically she did this and talking about natural hair being overrated. And you know, she's awesome. She has an awesome channel, so definitely go check her out. She has sister locks, so if you guys are interested in sister locks, if you guys are interested in makeup and things of that sort, or whatever, chit chats, get ready with me's, go there, because she's awesome. She's really awesome. I've been following her for a long time. Okay. All right, so basically the question is natural hair overrated? Okay, so what I'm gonna say is it's kind of hard to try to put that into a yes or no without an explanation, and it's kind of hard for me to think about it right now as saying yes or no to it, because I guess as I'm gonna talk about it, maybe my answer will come out, because right now I'm thinking like, ugh. All right, so basically what I think is that when the natural hair movement, or if that's what you want to call it, a movement, a lot of people wanted to become natural. Everybody wanted to become natural because they saw their favorite YouTuber, their favorite celebrity, or whatever the case is, and was like, this is the way to go. A lot of people was influenced by a lot of people to go natural, and then some people were influenced by themselves, their own decision. But everybody makes their own decision. You're the one that makes the last decision on everything that you do. But a lot of people have been influenced by somebody that they look up to, or whatever the case is, to become natural, or whatever the case is. So then you saw a whole flood of people become natural, and then even people that you never thought that would become natural became natural, especially like on YouTube. Your favorite YouTuber that used to be relaxed, you know, became natural. You know, you start the transitioning phase and then they become natural and stuff like that. So it was like, wow, they became natural too. So it became like a trend, if you will. So people kind of thought it was the easiest thing to do, because you don't put a chemical in your hair, and when you have chemicals in your hair, you have to keep up with the moisture, you know, whatever else is there, because you know the chemicals that you put in your hair is breaking down, you know, the structure of your, you know, of your hair shaft and your hair, or whatever the case is. So it's breaking apart certain things that's, you know, that's formulated in your hair strands, and is making it straight, or is making it curly if you get a curly perm, or whatever the case is doing, you know, a lot of things. You know, if you guys are into chemistry, I'm just basically, you know, giving y'all a brief synopsis. I'm not a cosmetologist, you know. Go over to African Hair Guy, you know what I mean? He, you know, if you guys are interested, you know, to see it on YouTube, you know, yeah, he's my go-to. Yeah, that's my boo right there. But anyway, so basically a lot of people thought that, you know, since you don't have to do the perm, basically they thought natural was an up and go thing. They didn't really have to do nothing with their hair and stuff like that. Then a lot of people started to see their texture, and they probably thought their texture was going to be one way, but was surprised when they saw it another way, and then they saw that it was a lot of work. Okay, and you hear a lot of naturals say that it's hard work. Okay, and they say this because back in the natural hair days, you know, when people, you know, on YouTube and stuff like that, and I can only go off YouTube because this is where I seen all of this, you know, blossom from when I first started, or whatever the case is. It has been prior to I came on YouTube, but it has grown since I've been on YouTube. So you saw a lot of the people, you know, saying it was harder to maintain a natural hair because you still have to keep up with moisture. Either way you look at it, you have to keep up with moisture. You're looking at the texture of your hair. You're like, oh my goodness, some people couldn't believe their hair texture was the texture that they thought they was gonna have. You know what I mean? So some people are either disappointed, or they're probably like, okay, I want this texture. Okay, I have this texture, but I want another texture. So basically being disappointed, like I said. And so, you know, then people started talking about the detangling, and then that's when people started buying products for detangling. And then people started, you know, trying to find something to, like, you know, have something to easily manage the hair. People always talk about the slippage, and this DC gives the nice slippage. You know, people, you know how we did. You know how we do. Now I got my locks, so I just think back in the day, whatever the case is, because a lot of y'all are still doing it. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to throw anything or whatever the case is, because I did it. I've done it for a long time. I'm a newly lock naturalista. You know what I mean? So I'm 2 years in the game. So 2 years locked. But you know, people was trying to get that, you know, that curl pattern, or where, you know, trying to get that curly look, or whatever the case is. They wanted that, you know, the bigger YouTubers that had the nice big curls and stuff like that. They always wanted to get that. People tried all these brushes, the feather brushes, the dimming brush, the D3 brush, the, you know, finger detangling, whatever the case is, just to get through the day with the natural hair wash day was the whole day. Okay, it was a 8-hour shift type deal. Okay, or overtime out here, you know. And that's what I used to do, you know, all the deep conditioning, the overnight deep conditioning, the hot oil treatment and stuff like that. It was a lot that went into it, and a lot of people, we didn't have to do that, but we did. And we wanted to do it because we wanted to achieve a certain style, a certain, you know, moisture level, a certain, you know, whatever look or feel, or, you know, shininess, or whatever the case is, you know, for the hair. You know, it was always something that we always catered to the hair. So we always try to find something to help with to help manage our hair while we're natural. You know what I mean? So it was a lot of things out there. It was a lot of methods out there to do. It was a lot of, you know, masks out there. There was a lot of DCs and shampoos and leave-ins and LCO method, LOC method, you know, hot oil treatments, you know, ACV rinse, the masks. I said that already. You know, steam treatments and stuff like that. So we always was trying to find, you know, not the easy way out, but something to help with our hair. You know, we would always try to get the perfect twist out, the perfect braid out, you know, the perfect, you know, whatever, fro hawk or whatever, the perfect, you know, flexi rod, or, you know, cold wave rod sets. It was always something in the natural hair community, and then all the way down to texture discrimination, where people would discriminate against people that had coarser hair and people that had the loose natural hair. That's I think that's still going on. You know what I mean? Because people look down, a lot of people, or some people look down upon the you know, the coarser hair than the looser curls. You know, everybody wanted to get that looser curl pattern, or that loose curl, or that nice curl pop, and instead of the I don't curl type, but the 4C or the 4Z hair, or whatever the case is. You know, nobody really wanted that type of hair. They wanted, that's what I mean when some people were disappointed. They were disappointed they had the 4C hair and not the 3B hair. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to get technical in it, like I said, I don't like the hair type. I never did. But hey, that was the real, that was like one of the biggest things in the natural hair community. And when and just to answer, just to say all that, I know I went off in a tangent and stuff like that, but just to give y'all a brief synopsis of what has been going on in the natural hair community. Not sure if you know, if they're still doing it, or if that's still happening. I know a lot of the young ladies that I watch, they are doing, like, you know, reviews and demos and stuff like that, but I'm not sure if that is still there in the natural hair community, because I'm a locked naturalista. So as far as texture discrimination, that's like null and void. You know what I mean? Well, kinda, you know, because your hair is locked, so you can't see a curl pattern. You see what I'm saying? It's locked up. You know what I mean? You know, it won't let me out here. So, you know, you're not gonna see that. So that's out. So when I became a locked naturalista, it's like, to me, it's very easier, and a lot of that stuff that I had to probably deal with as a loose natural went out the window as far as like texture discrimination. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, sometimes I feel it's like a weight lifted off my shoulders, because not saying that I dealt with that or I had somebody say that you have nappy hair or anything like that, but I didn't like seeing those type of comments or seeing those people say that, or seeing people say that they wish they had this hair. And it's just like, you know, just because they have that hair texture, you don't know what they have to go through, you know, to get a certain style. Maybe the style that you achieved, that person can't achieve it because of their curl texture, or what, or vice versa. You know what I mean? So it's like, don't do that. That's like with anything. Don't wish you had something. I mean, don't wish you had something from someone because you don't know what that person had to do to get you know, to that level, or to get that. You know what I mean? So I would say don't never say that, because you just never know, because maybe what they went through you probably won't be able to handle, and you probably won't be able to get through it. You know what I mean? So, you know, I had to say that real quick. You know what I mean? You know, that applies to everything other than hair, beyond hair. But not to go off the topic, but I believe it became overrated, because then you started seeing the people that, you know, were natural, you started seeing them relax their hair. And not saying there's anything wrong with that, because you do you, boo. You do whatever you want to do to your hair, whatever it is. But a lot of people that, or some people that relaxed their hair said it was too much, or it was, you know, that they didn't feel like doing all that combing and detangling and stuff like that. I took the lock route because I got tired of doing all those styles, getting the perfect twist out, trying to do this, trying to do that, doing this, doing that, waking up, trying to wake up an extra half hour early just to take out the twist. Nobody got time for that. I really never had time for that. So now it's very easier. I just wake up, shake and go, or I spray and go, whatever I have to do, oil and go, and keep it moving, and that's it. Do a little side clip and I'm done, or whatever the case is. This has been the easiest, smoothest hairstyle, or best, one of the best decisions I made in my life, because it's so easy. I'm always on the run, on the go, or most of the time I need to slow down, but I'm always on the run, you know, on the go, and this saves a lot of time for me. I mean, locks can be high maintenance if you make it, just like with loose natural hair. If you make it high maintenance, it can become high maintenance, okay? So a lot of us made it high maintenance as to we were trying to perfect something, trying to perfect the twist out, the braid out, the fro hawk, the puff. You see what I'm saying? Have the slickest puff, or have the, you see what I'm saying? We're trying to perfect, or trying to get that, you know, get that you know, that we like, or whatever the case is. Wash and goes, that was the biggest thing. Everyone's trying to get the perfect wash and go. There are videos out there that says the perfect wash and go, you know what I mean? And it's like, wow. And I think I did a wash and go probably like once or twice when I first became natural, and that was it. I was like, nah, son. And my hair had mad shrinkage, so I didn't like it. So I haven't done it, you know, again, because I didn't like the way it looked, you know, because I'm like, that's not me. I like the fro hawks and the twist outs. I didn't like the braid outs, so I just stuck to what I know, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to sit up there and strain myself. But there's a lot of people that did do that, but they achieved it. But at the same time, they had to do a whole bunch of stuff, which is well and, you know, which is well and good. But hey, you know what I mean? So you know, it's a lot, you know, when it comes to the natural hair community. And not saying that, you know, to those of you out there that are doing these things, not saying that it's wrong, because whatever you're doing to your hair is your decision. Do you, boo? You know what I mean? But I couldn't do it no more. Like, I was tired. My hair was tired. My hair is thanking me right now because I've done so much to it. This is a hair vacation, okay, for my hair. And my hair is like, thank you, God. Like, you finally gave up on, you know, doing this, doing that, hydration, maximum hydration method. I done did so many methods. I done put a potato salad on my head. So it's like natural hair did kind of become overrated, because everybody saw, especially on YouTube, and people wanted to do a YouTube channel to come on and do those things. And that was like the first thing, like with naturals, like it was just like, so what do I do? What do I do? So everybody's looking like, oh, what do I do? Stuff like that. You know, so it kind of, to me, it did kind of become overrated, because a lot of people was becoming natural just because they was doing it, just because, like I said, there's somebody that they saw, and there's really nothing wrong with that. But if you're going to become natural or commit to any type of style, I would say let it be because it's your decision. Okay, you're the one that finalize that decision. Don't do it because Sally says, oh, do it, yeah, I think you should do it, whatever like that. I mean, you can listen to your friends or whatever the case is, but you have that last decision. Okay, so don't sit up here and be like, oh, I did it because Sally told me. No, like, and then you're like, but I don't like it. See, that's the wrong thing. So it kind of became overrated because a lot of people were doing it just because, or because it's trending, or because it's the new wave, or whatever the case is. And I think that has to stop. You know what I mean? Because that goes with anything. It's like, do it because you want to do it. Don't try to fit in, and then you don't like where you fit. You know what I mean? So it's like, it did kind of become overrated. It kind of did. But now that I see the natural hair community, it kind of slowed down. A lot of people are turning to, you know, like the loose naturals are becoming lock naturals, or going back to lock naturals. A lot of people that were natural are going back to relaxers. So it's kind of like an up and down type deal. So now is not, the natural hair movement is not really trending. So I guess you can say it's overrated, because a lot of people are tired. Some people are tired of it. Not gonna say a lot. Some people are tired of it because it became too much. You know what I mean? And I'm one of those people that got tired of it. I'm gonna keep it real. I got tired of it. I do miss buying all the products and trying it on my hair, but at the end of the day, I gotta save my money, you know, save my coins for other things that's necessary in my life for me to live, instead of, you know, buying a whole bunch of products. But once again, it was fun. It was fun to connect with, you know, the naturalistas out there and stuff like that. And it's still fun because I still, even though I'm a lock natural, I still support, you know, those that are loose natural, because I do have friends that have loose natural hair that do, you know, quality content, and they're doing awesome. And I think I give kudos to them, and they're doing so great. It's like amazing to me. You know what I mean? So I have nothing, there's nothing wrong with that. But I seen the movement slow down, and so I would say it's kind of overrated, but not really. But I would say, you know, I'm still a naturalista, just in a locked form, in another form. That's all. I'm still here. Never say never, but I will never relax my hair. Okay, not saying that maybe later on down the line when my locks get long, if I decide to cut it, I will. Or comb them out, maybe comb them out and become a loose natural again. But I will not, you know, relax my hair, because I did not like the way my hair looked. My hair looked thin. Okay, I don't like thin, you know, I don't like that. Okay, so that's what my hair was looking like, and so that's why I became a naturalista, and then my hair became thicker, or whatever the case is, and I was like, this is where I need to stay. So instead of, you know, going from loose natural to relaxer, I went from loose natural to locked hair. You know what I mean? And I'm going to stay here. You know what I mean? If I decide to go back to loose natural, I'll wait till my hair get all the way down my butt, and then I'll probably comb them out. But right now, I'm not going to comb anything out. I'm just going to keep it here, because I've seen that too. You know, people coming out their locks, but not right now. So yeah, so that's basically how you have it. I'm sorry, y'all. I done sat here and talked y'all head off. I done probably told y'all the whole history of the natural hair community, and probably a lot of y'all looking at me like, what's she talking about? Let me throw a tomato at her, whatever the case is. But no. I'm just stating my opinion on what I think, and that's just basically how it is. So I think it's kind of overrated, because a lot of people have been, you know, becoming natural, and now it's kind of like dwindling down. You know what I mean? Like I said, a lot of naturals are becoming relaxed. So it's like, you know, whatever the case is. So yeah, so I would say it kind of has been overrated. It has, because a lot of people got on that wave, that trend, and yeah, so that's just basically about that. So let me know your thoughts down below if you think natural hair is overrated. And not saying that is a bad thing to become natural, because it's not to me. But like I said, make your own decision at the end, because you're the one that has to wear it. You see what I'm saying? You have to, you know, take selfies and stuff like that. You know, you have to deal with it. So whatever, you know, whatever decision that you make sure that you are comfortable with it, and it's not because Sally told you to do it. You see what I'm saying? Or whatever the case is, you know. So yeah, so that's just basically about that. So yeah, I'm done, y'all. I'm sorry for this long video. I just had to spill it all out, you know. So I'm glad you guys listened to me. I hope you did. Hope you didn't fall asleep, you know what I mean, because I know I could talk all day, but you know, but that's basically about that. So yeah, so that is it. Is natural hair overrated? Please let me know in the comments section below. Thank you guys for all your support, and I really appreciate you guys so much. If you want more videos like this, please let me know. Hit the like button, subscribe if you like, share if you like, and I'm done. I'm basically done with that. Okay, you guys. All right. And also, to my older subscribees that have been following me since the natural hair days, if you guys want to share some things down below, definitely do that. You guys don't like the engagement down there. You know what I mean? Even though I heart it, I will come back to it. But definitely in this video, I'm gonna go back and forth, because back and forth in a good way. You know what I mean? Like, say something back to you, whatever the case is. See, that's what I like, that healthy, positive conversation. You know what I mean? You know, that's what my channel is about. You know what I mean? So that's just basically about that, you guys. All right. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful blessed day, blessed time when you're watching this. And of course, comment, subscribe, watching. Peace, bye.